Hi there, been a bit of a delay since we spoke last. I've had nearly a couple of weeks in hospital. A little problem with my neurology condition I've got, which has affected the movement in the left leg. But I'm sat down now in the greenhouse, and the onion plants have survived. Not like that the scale of things matters, but they have. My son watered them halfway through, and they've probably done quite well through having a bit less water. You'll see in a minute. I'm quite pleased with how they're looking. Bear in mind that most of the things I grow, I've been growing a few years. So if you're, should we say, a little more forward with your stuff and a bit unsure about what to do next, then just look up the back catalogue of my videos, and that way you can be a little bit ahead of me if you wish to. Entirely up to you. At the end of the vid, as I've started to do now, I should do a few tips for more of the beginners. I think I'm going to just talk a little about watering, and a good way of knowing if a plant needs water when it's in a pot. It's just a matter of experience, really. Jan, just had a little sort out. I needed to put the 2 trays of 250 onions separate. They were on top of one another for a few days, just while gave the others a bit of time to grow. So I've took the slightly bigger onions out, left those in. That's now just notched up a notch to 18 degree to get out to make sure these 2 trays of red onions germinate. Meantime, I've now put the best ones on the sand bed. Got heater there. It's set to come on if the temperature in here drops below 10, as does the cable to the sand bed. Also, while I've moved these, I've added a little bit of water to those that need it, and staked them with a bigger stake and an extra clip. I can never say this enough. This is the time, the next 2 months, when keeping that base, neck, whatever you want to call it, the bottom of the plant, keeping that straight is very much key. This one here, I don't know if you can see, there's a little bend in him. He might get eliminated in the end. We'll see if he straightens out a bit. So there we go. So there's the potting on mix mixed up. 2 parts clover potting on, professional. 1 part John Innes number 2. Bit of vermiculite, touch of Nutrimate, and a touch of rock dust. So see how we go. They're going into those pots there, which are not that much wider but a little deeper, and particularly with them being sat on a sand bed, just to encourage them roots to go down. Remember, the key with onions, never pot them on too big. They don't like feeling drowned. Just a quick look at these 4. A bit closer up. Very pleased, really pleased with them. Looking healthy, no tip burn, quite thick at the bottom, a bit less leggy than they can be for me, so very pleasing. So once he's in the pot, the stick's redone. Remember the stick, very important. That's moved slightly out, but never put it at the side of the pot. And that really comes down to when you next pot on. If you put it at the side of the pot, the stick falls out and the plant falls over. So it's all about making the next potting on easier. That's just been just pressed down slightly. Water's soaking up a little bit now. I don't get any water near the stem of the plant from now till hopefully harvest. And he looks all right. Very pleased with them. So learning about watering in pots. Pretty easy really to do this. I think is a good way for you to learn. Ideally, obviously the same compost in these 3 pots, same size pots. Ideally, the compost in this, leave it out to dry for a week, let it dry off a bit so it's really dry, then fill that back up. In this one, your fresh compost, and maybe in this one, give that a good watering. And then simply, just use your weight, use your hand, feel how heavy it is. That's the freshly watered one. That's the one with the compost without water, but fresh compost. And there's the dry one, and this is the one that's dry. And you will notice such a difference. And it becomes quite easy then to work out whether something needs a bit more water. Yeah, very easy to do, learning it like that. You don't have to have plants in to do it, just have a go. 20 potted on there, very pleased with them. The seed of my own this year was quite uniform bulbs in the first place. I'm hoping that as a result these plants will be uniform, more than normal. I wasn't trying to cross anything new into the seeds last time, you know, extra vigour or anything like that. They were so, and they look very uniform. Very pleased with them and healthy. So that's 20 done. Perhaps pot a few more up this afternoon or maybe tomorrow. As you can see, they're on the sand bed. I think that's set at about 8 or 9. But of course the weather's turning now, and I've got to worry about frost for a few weeks. Thank goodness we've got artificial lighting. This is the metal halide. There he is, doing its job. Yeah, well done the lads.